Hi collective, happy weekend to you. If you have booked a personal with me, those are on the way. Okay, let's go ahead and get a message for the collective. Happy new month, happy 1st of March. The year is flying by. Imagine. Make the most of the time, guys. Make the most of the time. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the cards and see what we get for the collective. I have a little spare time before I am going to be preparing dinner, so I thought let's shuffle some cards and see what we get. What do the collective need to know for March? Predictive messages moving forward into March and so forth for the collective. Please and thank you, Spirit. Please guide and protect me as I channel the messages that the collective need to know at this time. We have the 8 of Pentacles. Nice. Some of you, it's about the money. It's about working for you. A lot of you could be working on building something specific. Queen of Wands, you look good doing it too. If you feel like you have been kind of putting in a lot of energy, time, some of you could be flat out very tired because you've consistently been putting in some sort of consistent work into something. You don't look like you're struggling, okay? Some of you could feel like you need to take a break, especially if it's all work and no play as well. People could be seeing you in a very attractive light. Some of you could be into beauty. There could be something aesthetically that you do for work. Something about the eyes. Something about attraction as well. You're very easy on the eye, or people find you such. You could just be very attractive at what you do. Oh, wow. Yeah. For those of you who work online, people view you as very hardworking at the moment or moving forward into this month. Those of you who are closing out a lot of cycles, you could be ridding yourself of certain things. You know, these could be habits. This could be old places that you used to frequent, old habits, old things that you used to do that you feel like are not going to be beneficial for this new thing that you could be working on, or something that you're even currently working on where you feel like some sort of energies that don't kind of correlate with it or doesn't really. It's almost like, have you ever heard that quote of, decide the life that you're trying to work towards and say no to anything that isn't that. That a lot of you could be adopting that type of way or that affirmation for yourself. King of Swords. Yeah, a lot of you could be very brutal in the pursuit of cutting things off. People, places, things. Some of you are taking work very, very serious. And it could be coming off very intense. 9 of Pentacles. It's all about the money for a lot of you. 9 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles. I'm telling you, if you've been working on something before March, before now, to do with your craft, your work, this is really going to be paying off. Really going to be taking off for you. Don't take your foot off the gas where it comes to something. Have confidence in your craft. And I see a lot of you definitely really immersing yourself into something that you're working on. And I feel like this has something to do with your stability. Some of you are really working on something independently as well by yourself. A lot of you could be single. A lot of people could desire you. Knight of Wands, as I say that, yeah. A lot of people are hot in the pants for you. Masculine, feminine, I don't care what gender. You are looking really, really, really attractive right now, especially if you can be seen working. You know, you could do something online. For those of you who have social media, I do feel like you're being very much admired in a very romantic sense online. Chariot card. People view you as making a lot of changes and so forth. It's pushing you forward. It's catapulting you even, I'm hearing, forward. Like there's I don't know if there's a specific person here. This could be a Scorpio or a Cancer. Could also be a fire sign who's really watching you throw yourself into something and win it, go very, very well. A lot of people could view you as having some sort of turnaround going on right now for your life. It's very attractive. The Four of Swords. Who is this down here? Ace of Swords. There could be someone who's slowly wanting to come in and have a conversation with you here. You could deem this person as someone who you can't trust though. For some of you, you were married to this person. Yeah, that Knight of Pentacles showed itself before. For some of you, this is an earth sign, a Virgo, a Taurus, or a Capricorn. For some of you, it's a water sign. But I feel like more so this is somebody who you feel like you can't trust. King of Cups in the reverse, yeah. Can the collective trust this person? This is not your energy. The Hierophant. Could have been married to this person, definitely. This could be someone, for example, you are still married to and there hasn't been a finalization of a divorce. This could be somebody who you had some sort of settled romantic situation with, something stable long term, and that is something that you have grown to not trust. You could definitely be in separation from this person, but they're showing up here. Yeah, you can't trust this person. Queen of Cups in the reverse. This is somebody who really craves control, and I feel like you already know this. Hence, you possibly ending this relationship. This could be with a Taurus or a water sign. Specifically a Taurus earth sign. I don't know if you realize this, but while you was with this person or connected to this person, there was some sort of superior energy that this person felt like they had over you. This could have been somebody who looked down on you or felt like, you know, they were in control, they were in charge. This person treats relationships kind of like a job. And when I say that, if this is somebody who has some sort of authority in a workplace, or, you know, this person could own their own business, this is kind of giving the energy of someone taking that a bit too far where it comes to the power that they hold. This could be somebody who is highly looked up to. This could be somebody who occupies some sort of position of power within society. This could be somebody with a title or some sort of status, or they're just very well known for something, whether this is at their job or, you know, social status or whatever this is. This is somebody who kind of takes that a step further, where they kind of assume that dominance over who they're with romantically, especially if this is a masculine person or a woman who is more masculine. And this could have been something that you realized about this person. It's all about control. Why are they coming in towards the collective? Six of Swords, because you're moving in another direction. Page of Wands in the reverse, and that is bad news for them. You moving on from them is it's making them feel powerless. The Sun. It's almost, this is a very dictatorish type of energy. This is a very overpowering type of character who you dealt with. This is definitely somebody who likes to assume a level of control wherever they're at. Doesn't matter outside, family. This is somebody who really, really likes to feel that they are the head honcho, including relationships. It isn't equal in this person's mind. And if they do come across a strong feminine energy, which I feel like whether or not you were in this energy before or not, there was something here about someone really not wanting you to stand in some sort of power as a woman or as a feminine, especially if that resonates for you, if you are a feminine or a woman. Like someone doesn't want you to have your own character, your own mind. This could be somebody who is highly traditional, for example, with the Hierophant being here, where it's like women should be seen and not heard. Like I'm talking very different vibes where it comes to what they feel like a woman's place is. This is giving, and if this is a feminine, this is somebody who would have never have wanted you to be standalone, successful by yourself. This is like, okay, if you have success, it needs to be attached to me somehow, so I can be the one that is getting credit for some sort of power that you hold. It's a very trippy energy, I can't lie. Their worst nightmare is you moving away from them, which I feel like a lot of you are doing, and building. You know, everybody has a character, and I don't really know why I'm saying it this way. You may have definitely have been hidden or masked, being attached to someone here, because this is somebody who was trying to keep you small. And if you have moved away and you're shining because you're individual, you're shining because you may roll alone, you have ended a connection here for a lot of you, and you are stepping into the energy of really working hard on you. People are seeing who you are, and this may not have been outwardly seen in the past. And to be honest with you, you know, I feel like this person enjoyed and liked the fact that you didn't necessarily have your own. You know, not saying that you didn't do your own anything, but there's something about you individualistically now being your own. People are seeing some sort of drive, character, how you work, how you operate. And it's very attractive. It's extremely attractive. Not only that, people are just seeing who you are in your own regard, especially if you are showcasing some sort of talent or work. This could be anything. You run your own business, you're creative, you're doing something. It's almost like people having that moment where it's like, oh, that's who they are. That's who the viewer is. That's who the collective are. We couldn't see that with this person being in the picture. And that is a red flag. Someone wanted to occupy so much space standing next to you, where you was just the afterthought. It sounds so grim. Who was you dealing with? This is somebody who wants to make up with you. Magician. They're trying to manifest you. There's some sort of give and take between the two of you, because I feel like something's come to a halt. I feel like you've ended a connection. You've taken a stand. You could definitely be in an energy of building yourself. Something very individual about you. There's something very breakaway-ish about you. There's something here about the viewer saying, well, I'm building what I'm building, and I'm building something I can be proud of. There's something here about you not wanting someone else to be able to take credit for your work. And I don't really feel like this is something, you know, you are seeking validation from. I feel like you could be getting validation, especially romantically, you know, people appreciating you. You could be getting a lot of people admiring you, a lot of attention. But for you, I don't feel like that's what it boils down to. I feel like I'm talking to somebody who is proving something to themselves at this moment in time. No, I'm going to work hard, and I'm going to give myself something to be very proud of, something that you are not going to put your name on and say you can gain any credit off of what I'm building over here. There's something very profound about some sort of ending and you drawing a line in the sand and going here and working on something yourself. Because I feel like a lot of you may have picked up on the fact that you were being overshadowed, or you were dealing with someone who was very controlling. But also pretending is kind of giving the energy of fake love. I want the best for you, so I'm going to look after you. I have the power to assume a level of protection for you. Heavy masculine energy, possibly very overly macho, I want to say. But it was keeping you in a state of being emotionally codependent on someone. And from what I'm seeing, this person was not emotionally good for you. They weren't. The Lovers. You are very adamant that you're about to build something that no one else can take credit for. And I feel like it's a very personal thing. I don't feel like this has anything to do with anybody else, although you may be getting a lot of recognition for something here. I feel like it has a lot to do with you, yourself, and breaking away from an individual. 9 of Wands. This scares someone. It scares someone big time. 7 of Swords. It scares someone with the Lovers, yeah. It scares someone because, what's at the bottom of the deck? The King of Cups in the reverse, yeah. It scares someone because I feel like this person emotionally needed you there more than what, but in a very unhealthy way, needed you there to feel some sort of fullness, because they feel complete when they are feeling superior to others. But this is unhealthy because this was romantic. I feel like this person has a very unhealthy way of being authoritative, to the point where it could be very damaging and take people, when people remove themselves from this person, and I feel like you've removed yourself from someone, it's almost like they don't feel complete. This big, strong character that they have, or they seemingly have, gets knocked down when, you know, little old you leaves the picture, or so they wanted you to think it was little old you. Meanwhile, you're doing big things over here. You're definitely shining. Somebody's worried about this because it's almost like it's exposing some sort of vulnerability here with the Lovers and the 7 of Swords. Someone is worried if you're working on a relationship or hiding a relationship behind the scenes. This could be a Gemini. Five of Cups. Justice. If someone was dragging you down and making you feel down in the dumps, energetically, you could have felt very, very sluggish. You could have lacked drive. You may have just been very, very sad. And now you're starting to kind of like get your confidence here. You're starting to feel passionate about your work again. Like, if that's kind of like the turnaround that's going on right now, this person is really feeling down right now. This could be a Libra as well. 4 of Cups, yeah. Yes, I'm good. I'm just doing a reading. Sorry. My son periodically always shouts to me. I'm just doing a reading. Oh, sorry. That's okay. You okay? I'll be out soon. He periodically asks me wherever I am in the house. You alright? He's very caring. He does care for me. He's cute. Bless him. Two of Pentacles. Someone feels that the fate of a reconciliation is predominantly resting on you. Someone feels like coming towards you because they feel very sad being disconnected from you. Now, with the character that I've just explained, a lot of you are going to say, no, you're happy doing what you're doing over here. And me personally, what I'm seeing in this reading is you've broken away from someone that was very stifling for your character, very stifling for you. This was not a healthy dynamic. This is somebody who you would have continued to be attached to, and you would have turned into a shadow of yourself, kind of standing in someone else's shadow, if that makes sense. And if you have broken away and you're building yourself up and you're doing good and you're happy to be individual away from this specific person, if this is resonating for you, a lot of you, I don't feel like it will be a good idea to reconnect with this person, okay? I feel like somebody's realizing that you occupied some sort of void in them. You filled something for this person. You filled something in a very unhealthy way. You filled something up for another person. You did. And I feel like somebody's very worried. Somebody's worried that they've lost you for good. Somebody's also worried that they feel the way that they do, and nothing that they seem to be able to do is filling that void since you've walked away from them. Doesn't matter how someone looks on the outside. Doesn't matter what type of character. Can you hear my stomach? Oh, I need to make some food. Doesn't matter what type of character that you want to portray. Status doesn't necessarily mean emotionally healthy. Status, authority, being able to throw your weight around, being able to control people, being a manager or being a CEO, that doesn't equate to being emotionally balanced. It doesn't equate to being happy, genuinely happy. You can have everything in the world and be one of the most miserable, unhappy people. And this is one of those people. Someone wants to come back in to refill the void that they feel is now back again because you have left. I feel like this is a void that's always been there. And you entering this person's life, it occupied something that made this person feel empowered and powerful, but not in the best way. This person has a lot of wounds. This could stem from motherhood. This could be somebody who had very little emotional connection when they were young, when they were growing. This could be somebody who didn't really get a good representation of what it's like to love. This could have been somebody who grew up in survival as opposed to having caring connections, knowing what it's like to be hugged, be loved, be told, okay, I love you. You know, this is quite sad. And the fate of a reconciliation solely relies on you. This is somebody who feels like you are going to get so big and so powerful and so successful that the more that happens, the less likely it is that you will be reconnecting with them. They choose that you will decide. They feel like you will choose. You will decide to take it or leave it. It's getting to that vibe where somebody is viewing you as very successful. Someone is viewing you as a character. Someone can see who you are, which is crazy to me. Crazy to me. How did they view you before? Like the King of Cups in the reverse. Page of Cups. They viewed you as under them, emotionally unstable, clingy. And you could have been all of these things. And this could have been a dynamic where this person created the vibe where you became all of these things. This could have been somebody who love bombed you. Queen of Cups is in the reverse. This could have been somebody who put you into a situation or created a dynamic where, you know, you became a person who filled that void for them. Knight of Cups is in the reverse also. They viewed you as somebody who was small. Somebody who emotionally wouldn't be able to manage without them. And now the tables have turned because 5 of Cups is here and the 4 of Cups. This is somebody who is struggling in your loss. And with that Justice card being here, the tables have turned here. 10 of Swords. They viewed you as somebody who was broken. And it's not to say you haven't gone through things. You may have had wounds. I feel like you just got delivered to a wrong address, wherever this person's at. Last cards. 7 of Cups. 2 of Cups. You have options. You do. Queen of Pentacles. You can take it or leave it. These 2 cards. Emperor. High Priestess. Some of you are elevating spiritually as well. I don't know if you do some sort of spiritual work. Yeah. Your intuition is on point, on fire. Creme de la creme, I'm hearing. Listen to your intuition at this time. The Emperor and the High Priestess. Very strong intuition. Very strong intuition. If you are thinking about going into spirituality or some sort of spiritual work, you'll be amazing at it. Okay, you'll be amazing at it. Some of you could do that already. Some of you are just very, very creative. You're very insightful. You have options. I feel like this person coming in, a lot of you will choose to not reinvest, and you are opening up a plethora of different avenues for yourself through just working on you. I feel like there's a lot of job opportunities and avenues, pathways that are opening up, you know, side hustles, things that you can do on the side as well, main things that you can do. There's a opening up of doors for you, and I feel like it's because you're opening up in terms of standing in your own. This is giving very abusive, but in a very covert sort of way, like, you know, whatever this dynamic was that you was involved with, and now you've broken away from that. It's almost like people can see who you are. Who is the viewer? What do they like? What makes them tick? Who are they? At the heart of your being, who are you? And people are definitely seeing that about you, just your character. You could definitely be coming back alive again or awakening. You could feel like you've been in the dark for a while, and it may have had a lot to do with who you was attached to. And you're going to get to a point where a lot of you are going to be making some sort of judgment call on, you know, I've created heaven on earth for myself. And I hate to sound cheesy and cliche, but I'm going to sound cliche. It's going to be a situation where I've created so much brightness and so many avenues for myself. Like, why would I go back to that? Being in your shadow. I'm just hearing nobody puts baby in the corner. Have you ever watched that movie Dirty Dancing? If you haven't, go watch that. And that was one of my favorite lines in that movie. And I think I've said it before. Nobody puts baby in the corner. And he grabs her hand, and that woman danced her backside off, and they did the whole had the time of my life. No, I never felt like this before. Doom, 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 doom. Yeah, and they were the stars of the night. I love that movie. One of my favorite movies. I love musical movies. Yeah. If you found your platform, if you found yourself again, if you see the colors again after feeling dark, after being in the dark, if you have broken away from someone and finally you feel like, you know, the air doesn't feel stifled and you just feel free, go towards that energy. Don't go back to anything that kept you suffocated, weighed down. Ten of Swords and the High Priestess. Listen to your intuition. How do they make you feel? You could be a Pisces. 3 last cards because I feel like it. Let's see. And I've got to go make some food. 9 of Swords. The Sun. Nine of Pentacles. Queen of Cups in the reverse. Someone's in their feelings about you. Your happiness and independence is someone's worst nightmare. 9 of Swords. They can't cope. Move towards the light. What did I say about the darkness and the light? 9 of Pentacles. A lot of you are going to benefit from being independent away from someone who you was very much underneath in the past. And when I say underneath, I'm not saying that in a disrespectful way. I'm saying it in a way where someone wanted you under, in the back pocket. I swear someone wanted you. Collective. I love you long time. If you like how I read, please like, share and subscribe to the channel. But until next time, sending you love and light. I will see you soon. You take care.